Hey yo, wherever you're watching us from, I hope you're doing well. This is Kevin Kilonzi, aka Kev the Rev, with another moment of Come On Men for this week. All right, so guys, I don't know whether you understand the brilliance of Christmas. Like, Christmas is one of those celebrations that is usually lost in the partying, usually lost in the excitement and all that, but it's really, it's crazy. It's an amazing season, just to put it that way. Where was Christmas first mentioned? I actually believe it's in the book of Genesis, chapter 3. So what happens in chapter 3? Adam and Eve have sinned. They've already been, God has, been called them together, and they sort of given the consequences of the actions that they just did. But in the midst of that, when Adam and Eve had sinned, they're at their lowest moment, they're just about to be kicked out of Eden. In that moment, when they had done their worst mistakes, I want you to see what God says in verse 15. God says this, speaking now to the enemy, to the serpent. He says, "And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. He shall crush your head, but he shall bruise his heel." Now, in one sentence, God speaks about Christmas and Easter combined. God says, her seed, whose seed? The woman's seed shall crush the head of the serpent, but then at the same time, the serpent will bruise the heel of the seed of the woman. Who's the seed of the woman? Jesus. Where was Jesus born? By Mary? That's why we celebrate Christmas. Now, this promise of both Christmas and Easter is mentioned at the time when humanity was at its lowest. But at its lowest, God was still thinking about the redemption plan for these guys. Guys, I don't know how 2020 has been for you. Maybe you messed up. Maybe you woke up in the wrong bed at the wrong time. Maybe you caught yourself in a corruption scandal. Maybe you did some things that were wrong. Maybe you've even disqualified yourself from getting 2021 because you're wondering, what kind of God would accept me if this is what I have done? But here's the thing, guys. At the lowest moment, God promised his finest redemption plan for humanity. And so Christmas reminds us just that even though our sin be as red as crimson, man, he shall wash us to be as white as snow. I want you to get into Christmas saying, God, if you are the one who promised that the serpent shall be crushed, then crush the things that plague my life. Invite him into your life, because that's why Christmas is here for. That's why we have this promise. When Adam and Eve were at their worst, God brought a redemption plan. Do you think your sin is so dark that God wouldn't give you the redemption plan? Then why is Jesus hanging on the cross? More so, why was he born in this season? Come on, man. Invite him. Hey, it could be as you watch the video, God may have spoken to you about something specific and you'd like for someone to pray with you. Our pastors are ready to pray with you. And so if you message us or DM us or just get in touch with us, we'll be able to connect you with our pastor to just pray with you and just be there with you through this season. God loves you. We'll pray for you. God bless you.